energizing combo sets. Hearty noodle bowls. Waterfall soup.
When I was 15, the thought of an apocalypse never troubled me. The only thing I couldn't give up, even in the face of the world's end, was the sunset on that beach. Watching the sun gently slide into the water's embrace, or fireworks dancing on the canvas of the night sky. Even if tomorrow weren't better, it wouldn't be worse, I thought. When you're reading this letter, I imagine much has changed. Whether it's yourself or the world.
Morning, Mr. Rob. Can I have a latte, please? Extra sugar, extra milk. With all those edges and that sturdy look, Mr. Rob might seem a bit cold and standoffish, but he's actually paying attention, quietly noting down what each of us prefers. That there's a tender heart ticking away under that metal shell. Makes you wonder, huh?
What disaster supplies should you buy?
Don't know the escape route?
Don't panic!
The answer's here. Bang knows!
Huh?
Bang knows! Bang who knows?
Yep. Of freaking course I forget it. The one thing I forget again, huh? Anyways, ahoy everyone and welcome aboard. I'll be your Captain Alien today, along with...
Peace, mighty Lieutenant Drakir, at your service. Along with Stepladder.
Okay.
It's a promise.
Okay, there. And yeah, welcome back to Zenless Zone Zero, which we had to miss out on last week. Yeah, stuff just got in the way, and even on our freaking catch-up attempts, things got in the way. But yeah, since then the game has been updated again, with some new characters apparently. To be completely honest, I haven't been as active in the game lately. In part due to, well, getting into schedule with the new work and such, but also getting distracted with other things. Though we will still continue to work on the story here, until we're caught up on that.
A loving mother.
Let's see, I'm pretty sure we should be very close to the end of this chapter that we're in right now, and thus close to the end of Season 1. And yeah, once that is done, I'd say we catch up on the events that we sort of forgot about. Okay. Yeah, all new program. Pick those up. And yeah, apparently I misunderstood what has been going on with Yanagi over here. Yeah, this is her rank up event, not the give me a terrible movie event again. Okay. So as usual, we get the cat to work. And well, since he's already here, may as well start with this.
Yeah, and I just noticed something. It's
What? And
it's
also,
hard-
hello, Renzi.
This caught me off guard for. I was to check the back of her shirt there to see what the heck it says, then I noticed something jiggling. Her bun cheeks. I did not expect the developers really love their jiggles, don't they?
Yeah. At least it doesn't jiggle as much as in freaking Goddess of Victory Nikke.
Thankfully, I'm thankful they don't do that, for that will be a bit too
I was
much.
browsing the shelves when I found a movie I'm interested in. It's called Blacktails. Looks intriguing. Mind if I borrow this one?
Okay, I like that they actually also changed the outfit in these cutscenes here, if you have something different. Let's see. Renzi, wish I'd wake up to her wearing that. It's 10 a.m. in my area, so it's too early for the horny.
Let me see. Sorry, it was just returned by a customer. We need to keep it for a while for archiving.
Feel free to bonk him for that.
I see. What a shame.
Alright?
Guess I'll have to resort to downloading it from Internet. Just kidding.
If it's okay with you, you could watch it here. It's fine as long as you don't take it home.
Oh, I can watch it here?
Only for you. A special perk for our loyal customer.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Just a moment.
Let's see, Renzi. Then again, the horny never sleeps, it waits. But how you been, Renzi? Been a bit? Let's see. You watched the movie Blacktails with Yanagi. Yanagi's unusually engrossed, with her glasses reflecting light from the screen the whole time.
It wasn't quite what I was expecting. Despite being called a fairy tale, the story is a bit dark. I'd thought about watching it with Sukaku, but now I don't think that's a good idea.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
I go ahead.
I don't think she's aware that how dark originally fairy tales are.
Yeah. Then again, I think I've said this before somewhere else, but people like to think that the grim, double M, versions of fairy tales were the original ones. No, they were not, and, well, they made them, well, more grim, with one M. So, yeah, apparently the Brothers Grimm were also a bunch of assholes.
Yeah, no, some of them they actually made grim, But others were already grim to the beginning, to the point that I think they even tuned some of them original down.
Would not be surprised. If you want to just Google old German fairy tales and you'll probably get an idea. And maybe a Nightmare 3. Let's see, Renzi. Work has been buns because of the holidays coming up, but I'm getting that pay. Before Hans Christian Andersen and the Brothers Grimm. Okay. Also, I'm getting a bit of the feeling that we've seen this in one of the side quests or something, but still, may as well.
What's wrong?
Another movie I think you saw.
Certain parts of the story might bring back memories of her traumatic past.
Ew.
I'm sorry.
Why are you apologizing?
Asaba often says I'm annoying when I talk like a therapist. Does it bother you?
Not at all. Not when it's you, Yanagi.
Really? Oh, that's wonderful. I guess I could never truly dislike you. If anything I say or do ever bothers you, please don't hesitate to tell me. If you keep quiet just to spare my feelings, and bottle things up to the point where you want to disappear from my life entirely... What I'm saying is, I don't want to lose a friend like you. I don't want to lose anyone. I couldn't bear a world like the one in Black Tales where everyone but the hero turns into paper. As for myself, I don't mind what happens to me, as long as those I care about can live happy lives. Why are you looking at me like that? Can't a therapist have her own traumas? I'm just kidding.
You have a
Okay,
casual
we may have
chat
seen
with
that one.
Yanagi for quite a while, losing track of time.
It's getting late. It's my day off, and I have some chores to do, so I'd better be going.
Bye. Come back anytime.
Okay. Well, until next time. I hope I can be of help in the future.
Yeah, I do think we have seen this before on the other accounts, which, I'll be honest, I'm actually letting that one stew for a bit, so we can get the welcome back cutscene for if you return to the game after, what, a month of absence or something? Maybe more, not sure. Let's see, Renzi. Well, most fairy tales are based off folklore from all over the world. I find it alarming that Native Americans and ancient Germanic peoples had their own stories of skinwalkers, despite them having no communication between each other for centuries in the early Common Era. But anyway, back to the game. I think that might be in part just because of common human fears. Like, there are myths and legends about great floods all over the blasted place, all over the blasted planet. And, well, we all know that there was no actual planet floods, like the Bible likes to say.
Yeah,
Like, personally, go ahead.
That's been a sort of flooding, but not to that extreme. More of probably an exaggeration from when the ice melted.
Yeah. But, yeah, my personal view on the Bible and such is that I view it as Christian mythology and such. Okay. Well, yeah, back to the story. Let's see. Say hi to Senior Zhao Guangan. I'm going to end up watching it. Or, wait, is this event or story? Let me see. Also, just one more bit on Yanagi there. Yeah, as a parent, it's smart to watch something that you want to show to your kids and so. Yeah, that's event. So over here we go. Y seems to want to talk about something. But yeah, if you want your kids to watch something, or you want to let them watch something, watch it beforehand. Unless you know unless it's like from something like Disney or something, but if it's from some other source, probably a good idea to preview it yourself, because otherwise you might end up with something that's similarly named to what you were looking for, but completely different.
Oh dear.
Renzi, I have my own theory on those primal fears and the origin of the uncanny valley. Hey, yo, is she driving a Rolls-Royce Phantom Coupe? All I gotta say is Watership Down trauma. Yeah, that is one prime fucking example there, because on the surface it looks like your typical Disney or 90s Zeros-esque Disney movie and such. Looks rather Bambi-ish, a bit more rough. And yeah, then the rabbits get slaughtered. So hello Timmy, welcome to Traumaville.
Oh dear.
And what Ramsey was commenting on there. Yeah, was this one, I believe it? Yeah, Evelyn can afford a very fancy car. Oh, yeah, back to story. Well, Hugo sent a message earlier. There's new progress on the sacrifice situation. They found a large batch of unused sacrifice serum. He wants us to be their guide. He, Vivian, and Lycon will be heading into the Hollow with us to destroy the serum. And he'll use the HD system this time to head into the Hollow with you all. Then when you're ready, and remember to bring Eos with you. And we had that chat before, or is it a bit more of... No, it's a bit more of a repeat, maybe?
I think you talked to him, then decided again starting it.
Yeah, probably that.
But you saw the warning.
Renzi, I will never subject my niece to that film. The Universal Monsters, yes, but not Watership Down. Yeah, I was actually thinking about... Our neighbors have 3 kids of reasonably variant ages, like a few years between each. And I have been curious about potential games and movies and series to advise them. Okay, what are you up to? Dear managers, you're here. Having 2 Lord Phaethons leading the way for me must be the luckiest person alive. I'll be counting on you two, as according to my intel, this is quite the large batch of serum. My guess is that Dina wouldn't put all the serum in one place, so we may split up. To be safe, we'll be counting on both of you to guide us. Once you're both ready, let's head into the Hollow. Let's go. And to be honest, it might be because of my age, but I was mostly thinking of like all the cartoons and such, like 90s X-Men, Spider-Man and such.
Yeah, some of the cartoons were kind of dark, but got tuned down over the years. But also I say, it also would depend on the child, since some are heavily better than others.
True. Okay.
Landon's stash should be somewhere nearby. I did some digging. Some of the missing workers were brought here too. Dina's getting ready to make her move.
Don't worry, we'll clear them out. Opposed to working with you.
There we go. Immediately swap out again. Vivian goes in for the dive, and there we go. Nothing hidden here, nothing hidden here. Okay.
They're trying to destroy the goods! Stop them!
I think you're going to need a bit more than just you idiots for this.
Save Renzi.
Nope. There's the controller. Okay. Oddly enough, the controller wasn't working for that. Let's see, Renzi. Just want to pop in real quick. Gotta get some sleep. See you guys. Hail thyself, destroy your demons. See you next time, Renzi, and thanks for visiting.
You're not taking anything from here.
Oh, we're not taking it. We're destroying it.
Get the guards first.
Go. Convert all of those. Okay, Hugo's weapon is basically just Crescent freaking Rose from Ruby, only it also turns into a suitcase, doesn't it?
Stepped into your own grave.
I still haven't seen that show, Captain.
I would definitely advise the first few seasons, at least. From there on, yeah, the original creator of it died, so things did get watered down some. But perhaps I was just a bit too, yeah, not a bit too, but maybe I was just invested enough. But I didn't mind it as much as other people seem to do. But yeah, it did lead to a drop in quality, especially with the fight scenes.
More of Landon's serum survives than expected. Fortunately, since they're still here, it means Dina hasn't executed the final step of her plan.
There's likely a lot more stashed around here, and we have yet to locate the missing people. Our actions here won't go unnoticed. Perhaps they're making plans to deal with us on their side.
With Landon and Dina's concoctions combined, she may be capable of creating a sacrifice that obeys her. If it comes to that, this will get far more troublesome.
How about we split up? Hugo and Lycon will destroy what remains of the substance around here, and Vivian and I will go search elsewhere.
Very well. Let's go with your plan. But be careful if you encounter Dina and her people.
Let's be honest, that's probably going to happen, and, well, we are not much of a fighter.
According to Camille, she's absolutely obsessed with completing her father's dying wish. Who knows what she may try? Let's part ways here for now. And perhaps the other manager could use EOS to guide us.
Sure. I've been feeling better these past few days, so just follow me.
It's only now that I realize how fortunate we are to have two Lord Faithins.
Although, I feel like our work's doubled. In the past, Belle and I would only ever work on the same route.
Greater power means more responsibility. And in any case, I'm sure the mayor would be able to provide double compensation. He's a very generous person, after all. Right, Lycon?
Yeah, there's a bit of a rift growing between Lycon and the
I
mayor.
will request additional compensation from the mayor.
And we'll have to see if, well, how that ends up going.
Compensation is just one aspect. It's one thing with Belle being in the Hollow in person, but now with us working on separate routes, I can't help but worry even more for her safety. Oh, but I trust in your abilities. I'm just not quite used to this.
As they talk, Vivian stands behind them and suddenly sheds tears as she gazes at one of them. Great. She turns and quickly approaches the area where Landon's serum is stored. Vivian recalls the tears she shed when looking at Phaethon and the destiny she saw then. Oh, great.
This is the future I saw.
Is that Wise with wings falling or something? Yeah, that...
Lord Phaethon.
Vivian closes her eyes as if making a decision, then grabs a vial of Landon's serum. If a tragedy is inevitable, then let the misfortune fall upon me.
I'm sorry. This time, I will make sure the future I saw does not come to pass. I don't want to bring you misfortune. That's all I wish for.
What are you up to, Vivian, and what did you see? That reflection in her eyes is extremely vague.
Don't touch me. Leave this to me, Lord Phaethon.
Yeah, it's... Well, we know that something bad is going to happen because of it, because, well, she's had a 100% rate, success rate of things going shit with the things that she witnesses, huh?
Lord Phaethon, there might be more serum here.
Oh dear.
How dare you steal from Lady Dina!
Versus not sealing this as vandalizing.
No promises.
Go. Okay. But now I'm really curious about what they're going to pull off here. You don't want the money anymore. Just let us go. I don't think I'm going to make it. Just end my pain, please. I'm here to save you. Are there any other captives? There were. But they all turned into ethereals. So many ethereals. They're all dead. Please, just let us go. That girl never intended to let us live. My friends will get you out. We'll deal with this. Don't be afraid. You'll get out of this hollow alive. We promise. Really? Oh, thank goodness. Be careful. So many people were brought in with us. They're all ethereals now. Really, really scary ethereals. I can't even imagine what she's planning to do with such a massive horde of ethereals. People will die, and everyone will be killed by those ethereals. Now, say no more. My friends will get you out. Leave the rest to us. So yeah, they're turning their victims into ethereals to feed them to the sacrifice then, or something like that. After contacting Hugo and Lycon, they quickly arrive. You eventually decide to have them first take the civilians to a safe place, while Vivian and you continue to search for any overlooked serum or victims. Shortly after they leave, a familiar voice comes.
It must have been tough for you to find this place. Vivian, if you had stayed out of it, I wouldn't be so eager to get rid of you.
Those people have been taken to safety. You're all out of options.
They're just mere test subjects. So what if they get away? There will always be people consumed by greed, and therefore, they will come willingly to me. In any case, what are a few sacrifices in comparison to the completion of Father's grand ambition?
Dina, you deceived those people. They didn't come willingly to you. You tricked them, just like Landon did back then.
Deceived? Father gave hope to those who had everything taken from them by the Hollows. Vivian, you once rejoiced at the hope Father offered you, too.
Yeah, but false hope is worse than no hope at all.
Before Father took you in, you were no more than an omen of disaster that no one wanted. It was Father who gave you shelter and a purpose for existing. Do you remember the first time you bestowed a blessing under Father's guidance? How did you feel when that person looked at you with adoration and gratefulness? That was the first time you felt hope. Like your existence had a purpose, right? Don't forget that it was Father who, through what you call deception, gave you hope. And you, what have you done? You basked in Father's attention and everyone's adoration, only to destroy everything. Do you think that by leaving the Exaltists, those people will live better lives?
At least live lives instead of being sacrificed by some insane idiot.
Of course not. Those who suffered under the Hollows will only continue on as walking corpses, without the hope Father gave them.
Like he'd be the only one who could give hope. Others will just as easily reach out, and it's even likely that they were able to find hope of their own.
Do you really think you're some sort of savior, Vivian? In the end, you're just an ungrateful brat who brings misfortune to those around her. It was you who destroyed everyone's hope.
Ugh.
Not everyone wants to live in false hope, Dina. You say it's because of greed that people willingly become your sacrifices. Perhaps those people aren't entirely virtuous.
But that greed is just wanting to live a better life beyond the Hollows. What you and Landon have done was never about giving people hope, but exploiting it. Stop lying to yourself. Deep down, you know what Landon did was cruel.
No.
Yes, you do.
Back then, when Landon wanted to inject you with the serum, the fear in your face was as plain as day. I saw it all clearly. If all of this is as righteous as you claim, then why did you make such an expression, Dina?
Don't look at me with such pity! Father did nothing wrong. All of this is to make something of the Hollows other than disaster. That's everyone's only hope.
Dina, it's not too late to stop. Stop living in this lie. You know what would happen if a sacrifice loses control and escapes the Hollow. It's not the Hollows that are to blame for those people's deaths, but the hope you keep talking about. That will cause more despair and claim more lives.
That is merely the necessary sacrifice to accomplish a greater goal.
Right, yeah. Like every megalomaniac claims that the only way to pave the way to peace is by murdering everyone who's against them.
No one deserves to be a sacrifice.
Your hypocritical magnanimity disgusts me. I can always go and get more test subjects if they've escaped. And I will be able to replicate Father's serum with enough time. With you gone, I'll be able to complete Father's gift to the Creator and fulfill his last wish. Camille, release the failed subjects.
Lady Dina.
Camille, are you going to do what you did before? You keep saying you'll follow the Creator, but it's all lies.
Lady Dina, the Hollows took my family from me. I understand that there's no way to get back what I've lost. It was Lord Landon who told me that the Creator would guide me. One day, Hollows will no longer be disasters. Everyone will be able to survive inside them. I look forward to the day when this hope becomes reality. I watched you grow up, and I know that you've always looked up to your father. He gives you hope. And I destroyed that hope with my own hands. I know the pain of loss, so I've always felt guilty.
If I recall correctly, Camille here, was part of Landon's death when, well, he pulled a gun and tried to shoot someone, but ended up getting shot himself. Well, he tried to shoot everyone. So, that was his own doing. Your hands are clean of that, Camille.
I want to atone for the hope I destroyed. But Dina, I don't want to ruin more lives. And I don't want to continue watching you destroy yourself. Vivian is right. Not everyone wants to live in false hope. So, please, stop.
Camille, are you abandoning me too?
I'm not abandoning you. I just don't want to see you go past the point of no return.
The point of no return. I passed that point ages ago.
No, Dina. You can still turn back. I'll be your way back.
Where are you going, Camille?
What are you doing?
I made a deal with Hugo and the mayor. If someone needs to take the fall for this, let it be me. I did it. All of it.
Oh.
I've been forcing Landon's only daughter, Dina, to research how to create sacrifices. I colluded with the Ravenlock family for my own gain. Everything Dina did was under duress. Since I've kept her captive for so long, she doesn't have the skills to survive as an independent member of society. She'll need a caretaker and teacher. Someone who will look after her and educate her.
No! I refuse, Camille! I refuse to accept this!
Dina, I'm going to dispose of those failed subjects.
I won't allow it! You'll die! I won't allow it! You can't leave me. I command you! You've always followed my orders, and you will follow them now!
It wasn't your orders that I've been following. My younger sister, who was stolen from me by the Hollows, also had such beautiful red hair. When Landon told me the Creator could bring me hope, you were standing there, right behind him. I was certain, then and there, that this was the hope the Creator had given me. Start over, Dina. You still have so long, so much time. You'll make friends, find people who love you, and make many beautiful memories.
That's not what I want! Camille, you're not allowed to die! I won't allow it! I won't allow it!
Goodbye, Dina. And I'm sorry, Vivian. I'll leave the rest to you.
Camille resolutely walks toward the fissure as Dina stares after her disappearing figure. After a moment, she also walks forward. Vivian is about to stop her, but Dina uses the controls to open a container door. Ethereals surge out, blocking the path. That is a sacrifice. To sacrifice others is just murder.
Let's take out these ethereals first. We can't let Camille's efforts go to waste.
It's freaking parasite things again. Yep, there it goes. Annoying little shits. I need to look up what they specifically seem to be doing. Yep.
Let's go after Dina, Lord Phaethon.
But at least they're easy to deal with
Be on the other side of the fissure.
once their hosts are gone.
Maybe the bestiary?
Probably. Well, we still need to go check that out at some point. But there's probably some entries in there that would be spoilers from them showing up in the... Ooh, hello.
Are you satisfied now, Vivian?
Will you stop blaming others?
You were the one who brought yourself to this point. You're saying this is all my fault. Losing my father. Losing Camille. I wish you had never come into my life. At first, when Father brought you home, I was happy. There are so many Exaltists, yet Father never allowed me to get too close with any of them. I never had any friends either. But when Father brought you back, he told me to take good care of you, that you were my first friend. I was also so happy the first time you took my place in helping Father select a person to receive the blessing.
I'm seeing quite the parallels here with Twiggy and that voiceless clone of hers, huh? That's even when abused, the offspring will cling to the creator.
Because it meant you were different from all those other people. You could stay with me.
Because, well, they won't recognize it as abuse.
But soon, I grew jealous. You took the attention that should have belonged to me. You even took Father's love from me. It's only because of my ability that Landon... I know, but... Vivian, jealousy is something you cannot control.
And you can aim it at the correct targets. It wasn't Vivian's fault that your quote-unquote father found more use for her.
Of course. The same goes for fear and hatred. I was terrified that one day you would look at me and shed tears. I knew if that day ever came, Father would not hesitate to force the blessing upon me. And when that day did come, I hated you for causing my father's death. Tina, you knew everything about what happened back then, so why are you still defending Landon? And why didn't you tell me back then? If I had known earlier, maybe I could have found a way. Because it's the only thing that makes me more special than you, no? It proves I had Father's trust. I was more useful to him.
We're just a pawn like any other.
Vivian, you said you wandered without a home ever since you were young, hated by anyone you encountered. You were happy to gain recognition from everyone and help Father when you were among the Exaltists.
Guess you didn't know any better.
But in the end, you discovered you were being used, so you felt betrayed and hurt. Then, what about me? All I ever had was my father. I've never known a life outside of the Exaltists. Ever since I was young, my only purpose was to help Father select who was to be blessed. The only purpose I had was my father and the Exaltists.
Because he never allowed you the chance to be anything else.
I've never been taught anything else, Vivian. It is what little value I have, and have ever had. In the end, you took even that from me, and completely destroyed it. You think you're doing good and fighting evil. You've only managed to affect a small part of your world.
And there's still one tile on the floor that's cleaner.
But have you ever wondered if maybe that's all there is to my world? I never wanted to hurt you. You were also my first friend. And that's why I wanted to save you back then. Save me? You and Camille all talk about saving me. Why don't you understand? To me, loss is so much more painful than death. Tina, you can start over. Everything Camille did was so you could live on. Let's leave the Hollow together. There are so many amazing places in New Eridu. This time, I'll take care of you. I've also met so many amazing people. I'm sure they'll love you too. Okay, Dina? Vivian. I can't forgive you. And I don't want to forgive you. I have nothing left. If what little hatred I do still harbor were taken from me, well, I refuse to be so pitiful. I won't apologize, Vivian.
She's not even asking for an apology. She just wants you to live. Dina closes her eyes and injects a vial of the serum into her own arm. Soon, ether crystals appear on her body, a sign of corruption.
I don't want to hate myself, so I can only hate you for killing my father, and hate Camille for leaving me. That's just the kind of person I am. Hateful and despicable. I refuse to owe anyone anything. I refuse to feel regret. I won't. Vivian, I will keep hating you. I will take all who are precious to you. I will also hate Camille, so I won't do as she wished and start a new life.
Sacrifice wasted.
Vivian, if you had never existed, if I had never, you would be...
Lord Phaethon, please do not interfere. She was my first friend. I'm going to bid her farewell.
Okay, that's new. And not what I was expecting. Okay.
Oh. Pain will be over. Lord Phaethon, don't come any closer.
Well, not exactly the shape one would expected her to take.
Yeah, I'll give them points for avoiding the typical female monstrosity tropes and such. Okay.
Keep my dress dirty and okay.
Go. Nope. Okay. Here we go. Nope. Okay. I'm half curious how many hits of this have actually landed on me, because we've just spent so much... There's one at least. We've spent so much time in the freaking air that a lot of their hits just... or their attacks just cannot even hit in the first place. There we go. And there goes Dina.
What happened? What the?
Okay, how did they end up there?
Vivian! Belle, don't come near me. This is my own choice. I will change the fate I saw. Vivian! I just want you to remember me when I looked my best. Vivian! Vivian, your body. I'm sorry you had to see me like this, but I don't want to be the one that only brings misfortune anymore. No, please. No. It's so warm, and the night is beautiful. Vivian? No. It can't end like this.
Okay, I expected neither of either of that. Okay.
I had I expected a little bit of it, but I thought they probably don't go that route. They did. Now I'm curious how.
Yeah. So, the siblings possess the ability to reverse or cleanse corruption. This is probably not going to play well on her health, though. Either of their health, probably. So, let's see how long she's going to be bedridden after this. It feels as if you had a long dream where you saw your teacher again with her familiar smile. But soon the environment and your teacher both dissolve in the water, like behind a misty curtain, blurring and then vanishing. I'm pressing A.
Belle, you're scaring me. Belle, I'm so glad you're awake.
I hope you didn't accidentally skip something there.
No, the game got deselected again for some freaking reason. I still can't figure out what is causing that.
It doesn't have as open often anymore, I mean.
Yeah.
What happened? I remember Vivian and I... Wait, where's Vivian? She injected herself with Landon's serum.
I'm going to take a guess that Vivian saw Belle getting killed by that beam. So then... Actually, now that I think about it, it could be that her visions are more metaphorical than literal. It's, well, she saw someone falling, or she saw one of Phaethon falling from the sky or such, which would explain the wings.
Hugo and Lycon brought you out of the hollow. You were in a coma and... I'm so glad you're safe. And you said Vivian used the serum on herself? But she looked fine to me, barring a couple of scratches. Hugo sent a message earlier saying he got her checked over, and she was alright. Can you recall what happened?
Dire straits for sure, yeah. She was freaking dead.
The situation was dire, so Vivian used the serum on herself to defeat the ethereals. I saw the crystallization process starting to occur. And then I can't describe it, but I think I saw something. At the time, all I was thinking about was wanting to remove the crystals from Vivian. I don't even know what I did, but then I passed out, I guess. What happened after that?
When I led Hugo and Lycon there, it was just you and Vivian lying on the ground. We didn't see anything else. Never mind that for now. Belle, do you feel any discomfort?
Just a bit dizzy.
I'm presuming the after effects will come later, or... Nope. I'll probably be talking out of my ass with this for a bit. But from my understanding of it, comas, well, generally seen as bad, and well, they are. To my limited understanding of it is in part because the body just shuts down to try and survive, or well, if it's not brain, yeah, it is typically brain related. But yeah, with Belle and likewise Weiss probably as well, it's probably more that yeah, they go into a coma because they overexert themselves to a point where, well, their body just needs to shut down the higher functions to heal itself.
For tonight, just get some rest. Hugo and Vivian said they'll come over tomorrow, so we'll discuss everything then.
And, well, Vivian's probably going to be even more clingy with us for this. We did quite literally save her life.
Uh-oh. Again?
Yes. Well, that actually means we saved her life twice now, at least. Once indirectly, and once very, very directly. This time, there are no strange sounds or sights in your dream, and you sleep peacefully throughout the night. Shortly after you wake, Vivian, Hugo, and Lycon arrive at the video store.
Lord Phaethon! How are you feeling? No headaches? Leg pains? Heart palpitations? Loss of appetite?
Vivian?
I was just so worried. Sorry. Anyway, Lord Phaethon, I'm so glad you're okay. What happened this time was all my fault.
No, it wasn't.
You only became an ethereal to defeat Dina. If it weren't for you, neither of us would have made it out alive.
So, what happened? Belle said she saw the crystallization process start. But I didn't see anything through Eos. Hugo, Lycon, did either of you guys see anything strange?
Allow me to explain.
Okay.
Miss Vivian told us what happened after she awoke, and the mayor arranged a full medical checkup for her. Based on the results, Miss Vivian indeed shows mild corruption sequela.
Sequela? Okay, that... Not sure if that is a somewhat made-up word or an actual one, but I don't know the meaning of it.
But if the crystallization process had already started, the lingering effects should be far more severe. To be precise, if the process had already reached the point of mass surface crystallization, it should have taken no time at all to become an ethereal. So, the mayor theorizes that it was the etheric energy within Master Proxy's body that affected Vivian's condition and the surrounding etheric particles, causing Vivian's corruption to recede. Essentially, corruption is a reaction between the etheric particles inside the body and in the surrounding environment. Therefore, it's not necessarily irreversible, just that currently our mainstream method of defense is prevention.
How come I didn't know I had this ability? How's it even possible for me to influence other people's etheric particles? That makes it sound like I can manipulate etheric energy at will.
Well, maybe not at will. Definitely needs very strong emotional reactions at the moment. But like any blade, that might be able to be honed.
Master Proxy, you are special. This is a gift your teacher left you.
Okay, how do you actually probably know that from something that the mayor said, didn't they?
Our teacher? So this has to do with her?
I don't know all the details, so I cannot explain everything to you. My apologies. However, Miss Yixuan might be able to answer some of your questions. She will visit you sometime soon, so please feel free to ask her any questions you may have. She has quite an eccentric personality. If she causes you any inconvenience...
If she causes trouble, can I file a complaint about her to you?
Master Proxy, you have always been a people person, so I trust you will handle things just fine.
Yeah, but just in case.
He was almost...
promises to kick her ass.
It's not like he almost started laughing.
That just makes me more worried.
In any case, the mayor has asked me to give everyone his most sincere gratitude. Unfortunately, the mayor could not come personally, but has promised everyone a favor. Provided it's within his means, he will offer his unconditional assistance once.
Okay, so we have a mayor's IOU.
There is no time limit on this favor.
Unconditional, What if I wanted his position as mayor?
If that is what you desire, then the mayor and his subordinates will be first in line to vote for you in the next election.
That's probably as far as they would take it with such a request.
As for the other votes, you'll have to work for them on your own. But should you assume office, I hope you take full responsibility for handling all day-to-day matters and lead by example. By sheer happenstance, the mayor has provided you with a copy of his current assignment, the City Waste Sorting and Processing proposal.
He saw this fucking coming.